happy Wednesday. Time now is 5:15, and here's a beautiful view of the sun working its way up. And today the sun comes up at 5:23. But when does it come up on June 1st? About 5:17. And then for the summer solstice, which is June 21st, it'll also come up at 5:17. But the difference is the sun will set at 7:25 in the evening on June 1st, and then 7:33 in the evening on the summer solstice. So the summer solstice, of course, is the longest day of the year, and the sun will work its way up a little bit earlier up until that point, and then of course it'll start to come up a little bit later and later and later as we get towards fall and winter. But here's a look at the current temps, mainly in the 60s and 70s right now, so feeling super comfortable. You don't need the jacket if you're heading out the door, and you all know I'm a baby and I didn't have to have a jacket on this morning, so you know it's feeling pretty comfortable out there if that's the case. 55 for Tombstone, same thing for Pierce, 58 in Nogales though, and 56 in Sassabee, so in those spots you might want the jacket. Low 70s for Ajo and Sells, and mid 70s for our friends up in Phoenix. Current wind gusts are pretty light, just around 3 to 8 miles per hour, so nothing too bad. Up towards Globe a little bit higher. And for the rest of the day today, gusts will really just sit between about 10 and 15 miles per hour, but it could pick up a little bit more this evening with gusts around 20 to 22 miles per hour around 9 p.m. tonight. And then by tomorrow, just pretty much more of the same, gusts around 10 to 15 miles per hour. But enjoy the next couple of days in the light breeze, because as we head towards Friday, the wind will pick up even more. Today's highs upper 90s, so very similar to yesterday, just a degree cooler in most spots. Low 90s for Corona Day, Tucson and Vail, upper 90s for the foothills, the east side, and all the way out towards Aver Valley. 3 points, just 99 today, so most of us should stay in the 90s. Of course, the higher terrain up on Mount Lemmon, only in the mid 60s today. Overnight tonight, back in the low to mid 60s. To the south and east, mainly in the 90s. Bisbee, though, back in the mid 80s, so feeling a little more comfortable there. And our friends in Phoenix are still going to push to that 100-degree mark. Pine Top close to 80, but around 79 today. 94 in Ajo and 92 in Douglas, with overnight lows tonight mainly in the 50s, but places like Wilcox, Sassabee, Sonoyta back in the upper 40s tonight. For the future pattern now, we have a system passing by to the north of us still. That's still, the case as we work our way towards Friday. And that's going to pick up the wind a bit with gusts around maybe 30 to 35 miles per hour. So we are going to see an enhancement in our fire danger. So just be sure to use extra caution. Remember, one less spark means one less wildfire. And you should be doing that every single day, even with the light breeze that we're dealing with today and tomorrow. Of course, remember, the vegetation is still dry. We haven't had decent rainfall for a while, and the air is also very dry. So even today, any fire that starts could potentially spread. So keep that in mind. As we head through the weekend, we'll keep the breeze for a bit, and then next week a ridge of high pressure builds back in, so that's going to push our highs back into the low triple digits. But we do still have that moisture making its way through Mexico through early next week, and by next Wednesday it should be approaching the Sierra Madres, the eastern slopes of the Sierra Madre Mountains, and that's kind of what we're looking for when it comes to potentially seeing some moisture in southern portions of Arizona. Unfortunately, the lower levels of the atmosphere will stay dry, but we could still see some dry thunderstorms along the Arizona-Mexico or Arizona-New Mexico border. And the biggest concern with that would be dry lightning, which could potentially start new wildfires. So it's not good news, but it is exciting that we're starting to see moisture making its way through Mexico, because again, like yesterday, what I was saying, the monsoon is starting to kind of wake up a little bit. Upper 90s for your Wednesday, Thursday, mid 90s Friday and Saturday. So definitely those are our coolest days with temps in the mid 90s. Upper 90s for your Sunday, and then low triple digits Monday and Tuesday.